joined by Helen Bernstein from First Call Corporation. Helen, thanks for your time. It's a lovely day here in South Herts. For people that don't know about you or your company, can you just explain a little bit about what you can do?
Well, what First Call does, it's a distributor of golf course products, also workwear and equipment.
And you're supplying nationally?
We supply nationally, yes.
Right. So what first got you into the industry then, Helen?
I work for a chemical company selling maintenance products, oils and lubricants and aerosols. One of the companies I worked for diversified many years ago and got into the amenity sector, which I really enjoyed, and through different means along the years I ended up sort of creating my own company and setting up in 2009.
So 6 years down the line, how have you found it? There's been some tough years for the industry as a whole. Yeah. How's it been for First Call?
It's been good, and it's getting better and better, and stronger as sort of the years go by, to be fair.
Okay, so you think we've come out of the tough times and things are going to get a bit better?
It's a lot more competitive than it used to be. You've got to keep moving with the times. There's new products. There's a lot of organic products coming out. So you've just got to keep moving. Okay,
you say moving with the times. What we know you for and how we first discovered you was Totty, which is your Twitter profile. Caused a bit of a stir when we were up at Harrogate, and we met up with you there. Tell me about how that came about.
Went on a seminar at Soltex, a social media seminar, and looking at that, it just showed on the sort of marketing side, how a business can sort of really grow and, contact a lot of people that you wouldn't normally, also, if you've got any questions, how it relates to, and people that you wouldn't normally have access to, that you could get access and get answers for.
So your reason for being on Twitter in particular was really about promoting the business.
Yes.
How long have you been on Twitter now?
Since Soltex,
Since
really.
Soltex, okay.
Yeah.
So you came up with a snappy handle, Turf Totty, which I'm sure has certainly got you a lot of attention. Can you give us any real examples of how that might have impacted on your business? I mean, have you managed to find new business through it?
Yes, so people have actually contacted me, having seen what it is they actually do, started up conversations, I've met a few people at Harrogate, have meetings, so not only through Twitter, but also before I use Facebook, but on a personal level,
sure.
Not really on a business level, but since then on the Facebook side as well, a lot of my customers and new customers have come there, and it's gained me quite a bit of business, I've got to say.
So not just new business, it's strengthened relationships with existing customers.
Absolutely.
Has it also given you a higher profile around the industry, do you think?
Well, I think it has, because in Harrogate people were actually wanting to speak to me or saying, "Oh, there's Turf Totty."
Yep.
So people that wouldn't normally know me.
So if we look at social media the other way around, so apart from promoting your business, do you find that it's helped you gain information and leads for business?
Absolutely, yes, and that really there is that many that people have obviously followed you, and you start conversations, so you end up talking to them and then going and seeing them.
So what about the market in general and things like news feeds that may come from some of the publishers like ourselves? Have they been valuable to you?
Absolutely, yeah. So it opens so many doors, it's untrue, and also find the information is there, it's so accessible, and if you don't know the answer, somebody on there will usually sort of pipe up and give you the answer.
So if you look at the whole social media environment, Twitter, Facebook and all the other avenues that are available, how important would you now say that is in the UK turf sector?
Absolutely, it's massive. All I know is what it's done for me as a company, and how many doors it's opened already. So, I definitely would recommend using it.
And do you think it's going to continue to grow, or has it reached a plateau?
No, I wouldn't say it's reached a plateau at all, because there's still a lot of people and a lot of companies that don't use it in that way. It's just how you use it to, for your particular company to market yourself.
Okay, well, great. Well, I think that's an appropriate place to end, Helen.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time. I'm sure it's a really busy time of year with this weather, so we'll let you get back to it. Thank you.
Very much.